Okay, let's get started. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today. On behalf of BM Infotrade, I'd like to welcome you all to today's webinar. I'm Anushka Mathur, and I'll be your host for this session. We are really glad to have you here with us. Today's topic is data driven advantage, how analytics powers data driven decisions. In today's fast-paced business environment, organizations generate huge amount of data every single day. But the real value comes from turning that raw data into meaningful insights that helps businesses make smarter and faster decisions. That's exactly what today's session is focused on, understanding how analytics, automation, and visualization tools like Power BI can help organizations transform raw business data into actionable insights and strategic decisions. Before we begin, let me quickly walk you through what we'll be covering today. We'll start with understanding the importance of analytics in modern businesses. Then we'll explore how organization can transform raw data into meaningful insights. We'll also look at how Power BI helps in building data-driven decision-making processes. And after that, we'll showcase practical use cases and dashboards created by our team using Power BI. Finally, we'll have the floor open for a Q&A session where you will ask your questions. So feel free to drop your questions in the chat anytime during the sessions. Today, we are joined by Mr. Rohit Rawat, who will be leading today's session and will be sharing his insights on analytics and data-driven decision making using Power BI. With that, I'd like to welcome Rohit to take the session forward. Over to you, Rohit.
Thanks, Anushka, for the wonderful intro. Now we will move ahead. So today we are going to discuss an extremely important topics in the business environment, that is data driven advantage. How analytics converts raw data into powerful business decisions. Now today every business, whether small or large, is generating massive amount of data every single day. Whether it's customer data or you use mobile applications, makes payment, browse website, or interact with the business digitally, data is continuously being generated. But simply collecting the data is not enough. The real value comes when we understand the data and use it to make smart business decisions. That's it exactly where the Power BI or analysis play a major role. Analytics help organizations identify trends, understand customer behavior, improve operational efficiency, and make faster and accurate decisions. Throughout this webinar, we will understand how analytics transform raw data into meaningful insight and how tools like Microsoft Power BI help businesses make data-driven decisions. I will try to keep this session as simple as possible, practical, and easy to understand for everyone. So with that, let's begin our journey into world of analytics and business decision. So So now we have understand why analytics is important. Let's first understand the data landscape. Today, data is being generated from multiple sources everywhere around us. Business collect data from website, mobile application, cloud platform, CRM, ERP systems, Excel, CSV, and even IoT devices. In simple words, organizations are surrounded by data from different directions. But having data alone does not automatically create any value. The biggest challenge for any organization or business today is converting this raw and scattered data into meaningful insight. Because if business are unable to understand their data on time, this can lead to delayed insight and poor business decisions. So let's take an example. Imagine a company noticing a drop in sales after 1 month. Instead of identifying it immediately, they think that it can be a normal delay. That delay can directly impact revenue, customer satisfaction, and business performance. That is where tools like Power BI become extremely valuable. Power BI help organization bring data from multiple sources into one unified platform. And this ability to quickly understand data gives organization a strong competitive advantage. So the main key idea here is data is everywhere, but the real power comes from converting into actionable insight that can actually help the businesses. Now, let's understand how businesses move from simply collecting data to actually make decisions from it. Today, organizations collect huge volume of raw data every single day. If data is not analyzed properly, it simply remains numbers, records, and file stored in the system. And this is where analytics become important. Analytics transform raw data into meaningful insight. It helps businesses understand what is happening, why is happening, and what actions should it be taken. For example, if sales suddenly decrease in a particular region, analytics can help identify what the reason behind it. Maybe customer demand change, maybe marketing campaign was inefficient, or there might be a supply issue. Without analytics, business would mostly depend on assumption. But with analytics, decision become data driven and more accurate. And when company makes faster and smart decision, it directly contribute to better efficiency, improve customer experience, reduce risk and business growth. So the journey is simple. Data become insight and insight become decisions. So after understanding how data become decisions, let's now talk about the growing influence of data in modern businesses. Today, businesses no longer rely on experience or assumption for decision making. Instead, organization increasingly depends on data to guide their strategies and operations. Why? Because data help businesses understand what is really happening inside the organizations and in the market. It help identify the customer behavior, sales trends, operation patterns, and business opportunity. For example, companies can analyze which product are selling more, which region are performing better, or which marketing campaign are generating higher customer engagement or revenue. This ability to identify trends and patterns allow organizations to make smarter and more efficient decisions. In today fast moving businesses environment, delayed decision can lead to missed opportunity. Analytics enables business to make faster and more accurate decision using real time information. And that's it where Power BI become very powerful. Power BI convert this complex and scattered data into actionable insight through interactive dashboard and visual reports. So now let's understand what is actually driving this massive growth of data and analytics in business today. There are many reasons why organizations are investing heavily in analytics, but two major drivers are efficiency gains and enhanced understanding. Let's first talk about efficiency gains. One of the biggest advantages of using data analytics is that it helps business optimize their operation. Organization can identify where time is being wasted, where costs are increasing, and where processes can be improved. For example, company can use analytics to monitor inventory levels, track employee productivity, or identify delay in operations. This helps reduce manual work, minimize errors, and improve overall efficiency. Now coming to the second point, enhanced understanding. So analytics help organization understand their customer much better. Business can analyze customer behavior, buying pattern, preferences, and trends. For example, customer can companies can identify which product customer prefer more, what time customer purchase more, and why the customer stop using their services or their product. This deeper understanding help organization make better and more accurate decisions. And when decisions are based on accurate data rather than assumption, the chances of success become much higher. So overall, analytics is helping business become faster, smarter, more efficient, and more customer focused. And that's is why data is becoming one of the most valuable asset for organization today. So now let's move ahead and understand some important analytic capability used in businesses. Broadly, analytics can be divided into two main categories: descriptive analytics and predictive analytics. Let's start with descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics answer a very basic important question, that is, what happened. It majorly focus on analyzing historical data to identify trends and patterns. For example, if we think what were the last month's sales, which product performed best, which region generated the highest revenue, or how many customers visited a website. In simple word, descriptive analytics help organization understand past performance. This is one of the most commonly used thank you, form of analytics in organization today. Now let's talk about predictive analytics. Predictive analytics goes one step further. Instead of only understanding the past, it tries to answer what is likely to be happen next. Means it forecasts the futures. It uses historical data, patterns, and statistical model to forecast future outcomes. Businesses use predictive analytics to prepare for future opportunity and challenges in advance. Similarly, if we take an example of bank may use predictive analytics to detect fraud risk before anything can happen. And together, these analytic capability help organization make smarter and more strategic business decisions. So now let's understand how analytics is actually used in real business decision making. We often hear the term data driven decision, but what does it actually means? It means making business decision based on actual data and insight instead of assumption or institution. Analytics transform raw data into actionable insight that can actually help organization make smarter and faster decision. One major benefit of analytics is that it helps identify trends, patterns, and real time performance monitoring. What tools like Power BI, companies can track sales performance, operational efficiency, and financial metrics in real time. Organization can plan their marketing campaign, business operations, future growth strategy using reliable insight from data. It is about helping businesses make better decisions faster, smarter, and with more confidence. And this is one of the biggest reasons why analytics has become an important part of modern organization. So, after understanding how analytics support decision making, let's now see how it help organization build long-term business strategies. Today, business operate in highly competitive and rapid changing market. Because of this, organization cannot rely only on past experience or assumption while planning for the future. They actually need accurate data that can generate and can an actionable insight that can make a strategic decision. And this is where data informed strategy become important. Analytics help organization to convert their raw business data into meaningful insight. And more major advantage is that it is identifying growth and opportunity. When decisions are based on actual business data, companies reduce uncertainty and makes more confidence strategic choices. Power BI help organization create interactive dashboard that provide real-time visibility into business performance. Instead of waiting for lengthy report, leader can instantly access important insight and makes faster and strategic decision. It also helps them plan the future more efficiently and accurately. An organization that use data strategically are usually more agile, competitive, and prepared for market change. So now let's talk about something very important in analytics and business intelligence, that is KPI, known as key performance indicators. KPI are basically measurable metrics that help organization track performance and evaluate whether business goals are being achieved or not. In simple word, KPI help business understand what they are performing well, where they are performing well, where improvement are needed, and whether strategic are delivering result or not. Let's look at some common business matrices used for data driven decision making. The first one is customer acquisition cost. This metric shows how much cost a company spend to acquire a new customer. The next metric is customer lifetime value. This measures the total value a customer brings to a business over the entire relationship period. Another important KPI is churn rate. Churn rate measures how many customers stop using a product or service for over a period of time. Next is Net Promoter Score, also known as NPS. This metrics so help organization to understand the customer satisfaction and their loyalty. Another and finally, the last one is operational efficiency metrics. These metrics help organization evaluate how efficiently business operations are performing. Instead of manually reading data, organization instantly track business performance visually and make quicker decisions. So KPI act like a performance monitoring system for businesses. So, till now, we have understand how data and analytics are becoming essential for modern business. Now, let's watch a short video that highlight how organizations are using data, AI, and analytics to improve decision making and drive business transformation. While watching, also notice how business convert complex data into meaningful insight. So, let's quickly play the video.
Every modern business produces an astonishing volume of raw information every single day. That information rarely lives in one place. Customer records in CRM applications, payroll in HRMS portals, supply chains in heavy ERP systems, and endless rows of numbers trapped in simple spreadsheets. This creates a strange paradox. Because an organization generates so much granular data across all these isolated platforms, it actually reduces leadership's overall visibility. Keeping critical business intelligence scattered across disconnected silos paralyzes an organization, hiding the very metrics needed to move forward. Because these disparate software systems cannot natively communicate with one another, human employees are forced to step in and act as manual routers of information. Teams spend countless hours executing a highly error-prone process, collecting, copying, cleaning, and compiling numbers by hand across different departments. This manual pipeline has immediate costly consequences. Insights are inherently delayed, reports are outdated the moment they are printed, and strategy meetings turn into confusing debates over whose spreadsheet is accurate. Relying on manual data consolidation forces leadership into a perpetually reactive state. It creates a bottleneck that blocks proactive, long-term strategic planning. Microsoft Power BI was designed specifically to address this silo epidemic. It operates as a centralized business intelligence platform. This is the platform's first operational step. A central hub seamlessly connects to hundreds of distinct data sources, pulling in information from SQL databases to standard cloud APIs. Once connected, it establishes a continuous, automated feed of information, bypassing the need for manual collection. By aggregating these scattered streams into one secure location, the platform establishes a singular, reliable source of truth for the entire organization. However, simply collecting raw data is insufficient. Raw data imported from multiple platforms is often messy and unstructured. Watch how the platform handles that chaos. Internally, Power BI cleans, formats, and mathematically models these complex datasets so they interact seamlessly. The final step is translation. It takes this newly structured data and turns it into dynamic visual forms. This process generates usable outputs for the end user, including interactive dashboards, real-time key performance indicators, and comprehensive visual analytics. Power BI solves the translation problem. It takes abstract raw numbers and translates them into a visual language that humans can instantly comprehend and utilize. In a fully integrated business, leadership and their teams stop interacting with static spreadsheets and start running operations from unified live dashboards. This provides a massive tactical advantage. You can identify market trends and monitor performance instantly rather than waiting weeks for an end of month reporting cycle. Thanks to cloud based access, that intelligence is entirely mobile. Critical metrics can be securely viewed across laptops, tablets, and mobile devices anywhere in the world. It fulfills a very specific operational philosophy: experience your data, any way, anywhere.
I hope this video gave you a better understanding of how analytics and modern technologies are transforming business today. Now let's move ahead and understand one of the most important business intelligence platform, Microsoft Power BI. Power BI is a powerful platform used for data visualization, reporting, and business analytics. In simple words, it helps organizations convert raw and complex data into meaningful insight. One of the biggest advantages of Power BI is that it can connect to multiple data sources. For example, it can connect to cloud data, Excel files, CSV file, ERP, CRM, any databases, and many other business applications. After connecting the data, Power BI transformed that information into interactive dashboard and visuals report that are much easier to understand compared to traditional spreadsheet. Instead of reading large table of data, business can quickly analyze performance through charts, graphs, KPI, and dashboard. Power BI also support data-driven decision making across all the business level from operational teams to top management. And that's why Power BI is considered an end-to-end analytics ecosystem. It's not only help in visualization but also support data analysis, reporting, collaboration and business intelligence in one platform. So, after understanding what is Power BI, the next important question is why do organizations prefer Power BI so much when there are so many tools available in the market? So, one major reason is scalability. Power BI can be used by small businesses as well as large enterprises depending on business requirement. Another important advantage is that it allows organization to share insight easily. Report and dashboard can be accessed across teams, departments and even from different locations. Power BI also include AI powered capability. It helps user identify patterns, generate insights, and perform smarter analysis with less manual effort. Another strong feature is data governance and security. Organization can control data access and ensure sensitive business information remain protected. Power BI also support automated data refresh. This means the dashboard can be updated automatically without any manual work, helping business access the latest information in real time. So overall, Power BI is not just a reporting tool. It is a complete business intelligence platform that help organization analyze data, collaborate efficiently, and make smarter decision making faster. Now moving ahead, let's understand the different component of Power BI ecosystem. Now let's start with one of the main component of Power BI ecosystem, Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is a desktop application mainly used by analysts and developer to create report and dashboard. This is the place where most of the actual data works happen. Analysts use Power BI Desktop to generate insights that support business decision making. So in simple words, Power BI Desktop act as the development environment where report and dashboard are created before being shared with others. So, After creating reports in Power BI Desktop, the next step is sharing and collaboration. And this is where Power BI Service comes into the picture. Power BI Service is a cloud based platform used to publish, share, and manage reports and dashboard online. Once reports are created in Power BI Desktop, they can be published directly into the Power BI services. So this allow everyone from anywhere at any time can access the dashboard in real time. One important feature is real time dashboard access. Businesses, users, and management can monitor KPI and performance metrics anytime without waiting for manual report. In addition to it provides secure data sharing, access control, ensuring that only authorized user can access business information. So now look at the Power BI Embedded. Power BI Embedded allow organization to integrate Power BI dashboard and report directly into their own application or website. This helps user access analytics inside the application itself without opening Power BI separately. It is mainly used by the developer to provide interactive and customized analytic experience within app and portal. One major advantage is cost optimization. Organizations do not need to purchase separate Power BI license for every end user, which help reduce overall licensing cost. So overall Power BI embedded help businesses integrate analytics into application, improve user experience and deliver data driven insight more efficiently. Now let's look at another important component of Power BI ecosystem, Power BI Report Builder. Power BI Report Builder is mainly used to create paginated or print-ready report. Unlike interactive dashboard, these reports are more structured and detailed in format. One major advantage of Report Builder is that it can handle large dataset while maintaining precise formatting and layout. This makes it very useful for official reporting where actual accuracy and structure are extremely important. Report Builder helps to create monthly MIS report with just a few clicks. And so in simple words, Power BI dashboard are more interactive and visual, while Report Builder focus on structured and print ready reporting. So now look at more modern and advantage approach in the Microsoft Analytics ecosystem. Power BI in Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric is a unified platform designed for analytics and business decision. Instead of using separate tool for different tasks, Fabric brings everything together into one integrated environment. It supports seamless integration with cloud services and one lake, which act as a centralized data storage layer. Fabric also include AI-powered capability that help organizations generate smart insight and improve decision making. So in simple word, Microsoft Fabric combines data engineering, data analytics, business intelligence, and AI capability into one connected platform. And Power BI becomes an important visualization and reporting layer in Microsoft Fabric. So now let's understand the complete journey of how raw data is transformed into business decision. The first stage is data collection. Business collect data from multiple sources such as CRM, ERP, website, IoT devices, or cloud services and operational system. This help organization create a complete business view. But collected data is usually raw and unorganized. So the next stage is data processing. Here, tools like SQL, ETL processes, data pipelines are used to transform raw data into structured format. After processing, one of the most important is step is data cleaning and the quality. In real business environment, data often are contains null value, duplicate records, incorrect entries, inconsistent format. So businesses clean and validate the data to ensure accuracy and reliability, because if the data quality is poor, the insight generated from it also will be inaccurate. And finally comes data visualization and insight. This is where tools like Power BI plays a major role. So in simple word, the process flow like this: data is collected, then processed, and then data is cleaned, and finally transformed, and clean data is used in Power BI to convert the data into meaningful insight for decision making. And this entire journey is what powers modern business decision system today. So, after understanding how data become insight, let's now talk one of the most important part of analytics, data visualization. Data visualization convert complex data into simple and easy to understand visuals. Another major advantage is that visualization help identify trends and pattern much faster. Instead of manually analyzing report, decision maker can quickly monitor performance, respond faster to business changes. Because when the data is presented visually, insight become clear, faster, and more actionable. So now let's understand why visualization is essential in analytics. Business generate huge amount of data daily, and understanding raw data can be very difficult and very time consuming. Visualization simplifies this by converting complex data into easy to understand charts, graphs, and dashboard. It also helps businesses make faster and better decisions by quickly identifying trends, patterns, and outliers such as sudden sales drop or unusual customer visuals. Visualization makes data more impactful, actionable, which is why it plays a major key roles in modern analytics platform like Microsoft Power BI. So now let's look at how analytics is creating real world impact across industries. Companies like Netflix and Amazon use analytics to understand customer behavior and provide personalized recommendation, improving customer experience and increasing engagement. Businesses also use analytics to improve customer service, run target marketing campaign, and provide faster support. Another important use is fraud detection, where banks and financial organizations identify unusual transactions in real time. Analytics also helps in operational efficiency, where the companies can optimize their supply chain, reduce cost using data insight, and overall business operation, improving efficiency. These examples shows that analytics is not just about report and dashboard. It helps businesses make smart decision and drive growth. Now let's focus on one of the most important area where analytics create value, customer experience. Today businesses use analytics to better understand customer behavior, preferences, and interaction across website, app, emails, and support system. By analyzing this data, companies can provide personalized recommendations and services just like Netflix, Amazon, and Spotify. This helps organizations create a more personalized and efficient customer experience, which has become a major competitive advantage today. Now let's look at the business impact of Microsoft Power BI. Power BI transforms raw data into actionable insight through interactive dashboard and real-time reporting, helping businesses make faster and smarter decisions. Overall, Power BI helps businesses become more data-driven, productive, and competitive. Now let's understand how analytics contribute to revenue growth. Businesses use analytics to identify top performing product, valuable customer, and areas that need improvement. By analyzing sales trends and customer behavior, organization can make smarter business and decisions. Tools like Microsoft Power BI helps businesses track revenue, sales performance, customer engagement through real-time dashboard. Overall, analytics help businesses improve efficiency, optimize operations, and drive revenue growth through better decision making. So now let's look at some measurable business improvement. The first example here shows a 30% increase in sales through marketing optimization. By analyzing customer behavior, campaign performance, market trends, business can target right audience more efficiently and improve sales performance. The second example highlighted 20% cost reduction. Analytics help organization identify operational inefficiency, optimize process, and manage resource more efficiently. And the third example shows 15% improvement in customer retention. By understanding customer preference, identifying pain point, businesses can improve customer experience and increase loyalty. Now, these numbers may vary across industry and organization, but the key message is very important. Analytics create measurable business value. So now let's look at some important future trends that shape the worlds of analytics and business intelligence. One of the biggest trend is AI powered analytics. AI is helping business analyze data faster, identify hidden patterns, and generate smarter insight with minimal manual effort. Another important trend is predictive and prescriptive analytics. We are also seeing a rapid growth in natural language querying. This means user can interact with data using simple human language instead of complex technical query. For example, user can simply ask what were the last month sales, which region performed best, which product are generating the more revenue. Another growing area is Another growing area is AI assisted report generation. It helps organization automate analysis, generate insight, and improve decision making much faster. And finally, we are moving towards autonomous decision making where AI system can automatically respond to business situation in real time with minimum human intervention. So overall, the future of analytics is becoming more intelligent, more automated, more predictive, more interactive. An organization that adapt to these technologies early will gain a strong competitive advantage in the market and in future. So AI helps businesses turn raw data into intelligent insight by identifying hidden patterns, automating analysis. It is widely used for predicting and forecasting, helping organization analyzing customer behavior, sales trends, and future demand. AI also enable real-time insight, personalized recommendation. For example, platform like Netflix and Amazon use AI to recommend content and product based on the user behavior. Overall, AI is making analytics smarter, faster, and more predictive. So now let's quickly summarize the key takeaway from today's session. One of the biggest points we were discussed is that analytics and Power BI that enables a smarter, faster, and data-driven business decision. Today, data is just no longer the information stored in the system. When analyzed properly, data transforms into meaningful insight that helps organization improve performance and strategy. Another important takeaway is that analytics improve efficiency, accuracy, operational performance, and overall decision making. And finally, organizations that adapt data driven strategies gain a strong competitive advantage in today digital business environment. So now let's talk about an important aspect of modern organization, that is building a data-driven culture. Organization also need a culture where data is actively used in everyday decision making. A data-driven culture means encouraging employees at all levels to use data while making decisions. Another important aspect is collaboration. Shared dashboard and insight help different teams stay aligned and work towards common business goals. A strong data-driven culture also improve decision accuracy. Another key factor is aligning data strategy with business objective. It should directly support growth, efficiency, customer satisfaction, and organizational performance. So overall, building a data-driven culture help organization become smarter, more collaborative, more efficient, and better prepared for future challenges. So, till now, we have discussed the concept of analytics, business intelligence, and Power AI. Now, let's move from theory to practical visualization. We will take at some of the look at some of the dashboards created by BM InfoTrade for demonstration purpose. These dashboards are built using demo data, so the values and figures shown may not represent actual business data.
Welcome to a quick walkthrough of some powerful and interactive dashboards designed by BM InfoTrade Private Limited. Let's explore how data can be transformed into meaningful business insights. We hope you enjoyed this quick overview of our dashboards and analytics solutions. If you're looking to implement dashboards, reporting, or advanced analytics in your organization, feel free to connect with us. BM Infotrade Private Limited, transforming data into smarter decisions. Thank you for watching.
So, before we conclude, I would like to leave you with a very powerful quote by Clive Humby. Data is the new oil. This quote highlights the true value of data into today's digital world. Just like oil becoming one of the most valuable resources during the industrial era, data has now become one of the most valuable assets for modern businesses. Similarly, raw data become valuable only when it properly analyzed and transformed into meaningful insight. And that's it where exactly where analytics, AI and platform like Power BI plays a major role. So we will now move to the Q&A segment. If anyone has any question related to data analytics or the topics we discussed today, please feel free to ask. So I think no one has any question. So with that, we will come to the end of the today webinar. Thank you everyone for your valuable time, attention and participation throughout the session. I hope this webinar helped you understand the importance of analytics, power of data-driven decision making, and how tools like Microsoft Power BI help business transform raw data into meaningful insight. If anyone would like to connect with us, learn more or discuss analytics and Power BI solution, you can reach out through the contact details shown on the screen. Thank you once again for joining the session.
Thank you, everyone.